Okay, great morning. It is, what is it, the 20th? Wednesday, Thursday, I don't know. I forgot and left my phone outside in the car yesterday, so I don't know which day it is. I just know I show up today and they do the house inspection. Come here, Miss Max. Okay. So this morning I'm going to pull one from the Energy Oracle, the Sixth Sense, and the Starseed-Wisdom. And let's see what the topic of the morning is. Got more paperwork for the house yesterday. The covenants and restrictions, 58 pages worth, that they expect you to read and sign. 58 pages. Going back all the way to when they first put together that area. Which, you know, a bunch of it has nothing to do with now. It has to do... Oh, crazy. Make friends. Friendship is the alchemy of success. Okay, next we have reflection. And last but not least, hostilities. Hostilities. Okay. So, today is a day to reflect on the fact of making friends is much better than trying to fight the world. Okay? If you can get people over to your cause, things will go smoother. Okay? Usually you make friends and people that are reflections of yourself. Okay? So, like it says, friendship is the alchemy of success. If you can get people like yourself that will believe in you, believe in your project, believe in what's going forward, okay, then you can all reflect the same type of a energy, okay? You know, it's funny like this because if you drive across the US and if you are sensitive to energies, you'll see that each state has its own energy, each city has its own energy, okay? Each community has its own energy. So it's better to go and be in a place that has your same signature energy, or you'll wind up with hostilities. Okay, you'll wind up with hostilities. And there are some things you want to fight for, but you do it in the right way. Okay, this is not just out swinging like mad at everybody, trying to dominate everything. And again, we're seeing this so much in this polarization of our country that's been going on for about, it's been about 10 years when it started. You know, I told my students there's going to be a big polarization happening. Those that are going to light will go ever more towards light, and those that are going to the shadows, to the illusion, to the delusion, will be even more embracing that, lost in it, such as we see with those in the QAnon thing. I mean, that's just really, when you hear it, you go, how can anybody actually believe that? But they actually believe it. They actually believe, and I think a lot of the Q is a lot of the Russian things that are putting out this misinformation, this QAnon thing. The Democrats are Satanists that are stealing children and eating them and sacrificing. I mean, really? Really? Okay. So they actually buy into this craziness, you know, that Trump is delivering now, the tangerine tyrant. And it's really devastating to hear that a couple that believe in this QAnon drama have made it into the House and Senate. I mean, it's just beyond words. So, which side are you going to be on? Are you somebody that wants to jump down that rabbit hole of conspiracy theories, you know, the cabal, and if anyone was in a cabal of that nature, it would be the thuglies and the uglies that are doing this nonsense. But anyway, like I said, today is a day to see, you know, where are you going? What are you aiming for? What is your energy? Where are you putting your focus? Okay? Reflect on that. Is it really where you want to be? Okay? Is it really where you want to be? Are you wanting to be out there and fighting and be hostile? Or do you want to fight the good fight in a genuine way, like Obama? The Obamas were they were right in their message, okay? They're putting it out there. They're not mincing words, and that's fine. But they're not going out like the tangerine tyrant and tweeting nasty, heinous, made-up fantasy garbage, or, you know, and you gotta wonder about these ones like, as caustic as Fox has been, now the tangerine tyrant is even calling them fake news. Okay. How far down that rabbit hole do they need to go? So anyway, yeah, the craziness of today. But within your own life, again, are you making friends? Are these friends that are going to benefit you? Now, I'm going to tell this story again. I've told it before. When my daughter was young, she was in, I think it was freshman year high school. I get a call. We have your daughter and her friend down here, and they attempted to steal something. I'll be right down. So I went down there, and she learned a valuable lesson that day. It turns out her friend had talked her into stealing something. The guy said he had watched him for quite some time. My daughter was resistant, but she finally followed through on it. And he said absolutely it was her friend that was coaxing her on to do this. Okay. So I sat my daughter down and said, she's not a friend to you, but neither were you a friend to her to let her goad you into doing that. Okay. Those are friends you don't need. That's not friendship. That's, friendship is when you care about each other and you want the best for each other. That's not caring about each other. Okay? So, she learned a valuable lesson at that time. Don't be goaded into doing something. Because if you follow through, you're not being a friend to them ultimately in the end either, because they are doing, erroneous actions, which can get everyone in trouble. This is what happens with some people who want to go along and then they wind up in a car, somebody gets shot, they all go to jail. Okay? Or they're in there and somebody's friend does a robbery. Well, because they're in that car, they're just as culpable. So, while friendship is alchemy of success, if you're in a toxic friendship, the alchemy of success in that is they're going to pull you along to jail. Okay? Is that a success you're going to wind up wanting to have? Okay? The alchemy of success in this tangerine tyrant administration is he's dragging them all down. There's no loyalty. He wants all the loyalty on his side, but he's got no loyalty to anyone. So they're selling their soul for what? For a moment of fame, a moment of craziness. Craziness. So look and see if your friendships are toxic or if they're beneficial. Are you being a good friend? Okay? Okay? So if you want to advance and you want to have success, see what's being reflected. Okay? See what's being reflected. And if it needs to be monitored, it needs to be changed, think about doing that, Now, you may have friends that you've known for quite some time, and all of a sudden there's a break and they're going down this really crazy road. Sometimes you may have to lose some friends. You may have to cut them out. Okay? Because things are always shifting. Things are always changing. So again, I hope this helps someone today. Think about how friendships can be an alchemy of success. If you're out there to aid one another, support, that's why I have the online ashram. It's there to aid and support those going through a Kundalini journey. Okay? They're not going to do it for you. Sometimes they'll be your rah-rah clubs, and sometimes they'll say, might want to look at this. Okay? But again, to have this support out there is important. It's a good thing to have support. So, where are you putting your time and energy? And see if it's benefiting you in a viable way, or if you are able to benefit others in a viable way by being a part of a community. And with that, we just go forward step by step. So I so appreciate those that have come here to spend some time with me this morning. Much love and light to you. Please continue to be safe out there. Continue to wear your mask. Yes, I know they're uncomfortable. They're not fun, but it beats getting the virus, okay? So let's continue to go forward. Okay, much love and light. See you online.